The roar of motorcycles shattered the quiet afternoon, a deep, thunderous echo rolling through the sleepy main street. Sunlight glinted off chrome and leather as the Hells Angels rolled up outside Rosie's diner, a place that usually smelled like pancakes and coffee, not fear. But today, something felt different. At the edge of the parking lot stood a small, barefoot girl, trembling. Her dress was torn, her cheeks streaked with tears. When the bike stopped and the engines went silent, the stillness that followed felt almost louder than the noise itself. Then, suddenly, she ran forward. Tiny arms wrapped around the arm of the man leading the group, the biker everyone called Reed Bear Lawson. "Uncle hit Mommy," she whispered, her voice shaking. Bear froze. He'd seen his share of violence and loss, but nothing hit harder than fear in a child's eyes. The men behind him, Duke, Mason, Rex, fell silent, their usual smirks fading into grim resolve. Bear knelt down, resting a calloused hand gently on her shoulder. She couldn't have been more than 7. Her name, he'd soon learn, was Sophie. Through sobs and broken sentences, Sophie explained. Her mother had been dragged inside the diner by her uncle, after she tried to stop him from stealing her late father's truck. Through Rosie's big glass windows, the bikers could see the man, plaid shirt, red face, fists pounding the counter. A thin woman sat by the window, clutching her cheek, staring down at the floor. That was Sophie's mother, Claire. Something stirred deep in Bear's chest, something he thought the road had taken from him long ago. He'd been a father once, and now, looking at this frightened little girl, that old fire to protect burned bright again. He rose slowly, voice steady but thick. "Stay here, sweetheart." The bell above the diner door jingled as Bear stepped inside, his brothers close behind. The man turned, sneering. "What's this? Some kind of leather parade?" He mocked. Bear didn't respond. He simply walked forward, boots echoing on the tile, a storm disguised as calm. "You laid a hand on that woman?" Bear asked quietly. The man laughed, a cruel, careless sound. "She's family, ain't your business." But to Bear, that was all he needed to hear. In his world, a man who raised his hand against a woman, especially in front of a child, had already crossed a line that couldn't be uncrossed. The bikers didn't need to yell. They didn't need weapons. Their presence alone made clear. Justice had just rolled into town, on 2 wheels and wrapped in leather. The next few minutes felt like a movie, but every second was real. Within moments, the man's bravado cracked. Mason called the sheriff, an old friend of Bear's. Claire was led safely outside, tears streaming as she clutched Sophie tight. Mother and daughter, reunited in trembling relief. The sheriff arrived soon after. Sophie's uncle was led away in handcuffs, pale and silent. Justice, swift, lawful, and absolute, was served. But what lingered wasn't justice, it was compassion. Bear helped Claire and Sophie sit on the curb. He unclipped a small, worn teddy bear from his bike's handlebars and handed it to Sophie. "You keep this," he said softly. "He's been down a lot of roads. Now he's yours." Sophie hugged it close, a tiny smile breaking through the tears. "I don't know how to thank you," Claire whispered. Bear shook his head. "You don't have to. Just stay safe. Take care of her. That's enough." The other bikers stood quietly, not out of pride but respect. People often saw them as rough, intimidating. But in moments like this, they were something else entirely. They were guardians. Men who carried the world's weight on engines of steel, doing good one small act at a time. Before leaving, Bear turned back one last time. Sophie waved from her mother's arms. Teddy Bear clutched tight, her smile small but real. The sun gleamed off the diner's chrome as the engines thundered to life again, their deep hum fading into the distance. Claire stood long after they'd gone, her hand resting on Sophie's shoulder, whispering a quiet prayer of thanks. On the open road, Bear's thoughts wandered to his own daughter. Grown now, far away. He thought about how life breaks people, but also how strangers can step in and help mend what's been broken. Maybe that's what the road was truly for, not just to take you places, but to lead you back to what really matters. As the town disappeared behind them, the sound of engines melted into the wind. And somewhere in that small town, a mother and daughter slept safely that night, because a group of bikers chose compassion over chaos. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Stories of Kindness. Together, we can keep spreading hope, love, and faith in the good that still exists in this world. Tell us in the comments, what does kindness mean to you? Because sometimes, angels don't have wings. Sometimes, they ride Harleys.